It turns out that some people on the internet don't like me. Who knew? The team here at Recent have decided that it would be a good thing to do, a funny thing to do, to end the year by going through some of my creative fans' tweets about me. Andrew J. Stilton says, "Not sure what the day job is, but best not to give it up." This is the day job. Oh dear, a creek without a paddle, am I? Richard T. Biscuit says, "Desperate to stay relevant." Macbeath _on_C says, "I agree, Darren is desperate to stay relevant now Brexit is done." Well, Brexit's been done for about a year now. This channel's managed to raise 60,000 subscribers in 1 year. Millions of views. I don't think it's going too badly, actually, but thank you, you delightful people. I said I'd got Brexit done. At QDad10 says, "Tragic." Ken Duggan says, "Have a peaceful Christmas at Darren Grimes. You've earned it this year. Top insight and commentary on what's been happening. Looking forward to more in 2021. Bless you very much, Ken. I was expecting these all to be nasty, but that's very kind of you. Thank you. Oh, Super Grand Lorraine Mullins says, "Och, here's that wee dafty Darren telling people from Scotland how to live. From another country. Another country. Last time I checked, Pet Lamb, Scotland was one of 4 constituent parts of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And long may that continue." Derek John 431 says, "Who funds you?" And Jarvis Reiner says, at Johnny Rivers, Comedy Central. Well, if we're making you laugh, at least we're provoking some form of emotion. Do you know, I always thought making people laugh was a really, really canny gift, and one that which I wish I had. Jarvis, I don't know if that was intended to be an insult, but I take it as a compliment, so cheers very much. Red Flipper, Kevin Flipper 1 says, "I used to say there was no UK racism towards Meghan. How wrong was I?" And in a tweet reply, I've said, "This is another transition period I do not support the extension of." There's no racism directed towards Meghan in that tweet, or any other I've seen, actually. There is, I think, a disdain for someone who gave up charity galas here in the United Kingdom because she wasn't the main event to go and pursue Netflix and Spotify deals in California just because she wasn't getting enough attention here in the UK. There's just contempt and disdain for that. It's not racism, though. At Mank on the Move says, "Darren hasn't got a genuine decent thought in him." Well, I'm not. You, Phil at hashtag rejoin the EU. You clearly haven't got a genuine decent thought towards democracy and actually respecting democratic mandates, have you, Phil? Because guess what, mate? Hashtag rejoin EU is going to be a merry band of Giva Hofstadt types. You might find a few followers on Twitter, but in the real world, in Blighty, you will not. So Merry Christmas to you, son. The best one, though, I think the worst one, has to be this guy. Again, rejoin the EU, FBE, 3.5%. All of these hashtags that suggest that someone should be liberal and progressive because, you know, everyone who supports the EU is liberal and progressive and a nice person. It's we Brexiteers who are horrible. But this tweet's typical of what I've had over the past 4 years. "Send condoms, lube and Preparation H to 55 Tufton Street." By the way, I've never worked on Tufton Street in my life. So it just goes to show how informed these absolute morons are. They do like a pretty boy in Wormwood Scrubs. Well, thanks for saying I'm pretty, pet. I tell you what, the good thing about being in prison would have been, if I had been arrested for the David Starkey incident, would have, of course, been the fact that I might have got some action in the year of the pandemic. Because, let's be honest, it's been few and far between in this year in which we've all been locked away in our homes. But what a horrible thing to say. And Julia Hartley Brewer says, "So you're basically hoping a young man gets raped in prison there. That's nice of you." And it just it highlights, doesn't it, how these people who say that it's we Brexiteers who are nasty, who are horrible, who are vindictive, they send tweets like that saying they hope I get raped. They hope I get raped. And they're supposed to be the nice liberal progressives. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed a little treat, a sort of walk down my Darren Grimes' Twitter lane. May 2021 be filled with even more merriment and joy from the Twitter clique. Because I tell you what, folks, I tell you what really, really does actually spur me on. It's the fact that, you know, despite all the messages about sex, the nastiness, and these other comments, they've been my strength and my stay in 2020. My fan club have given me, galvanized me, given me the determination to spur me on to continue provoking you people and riling you people by giving, I think, what are the views of the vast majority of British people in this country. They might not be the views that Twitter likes, but my views, folks, are popular in the vast majority of the country. And that's what these people cannot stand. That's why they send me these horrible, horrible tweets about sex, about just vile nastiness in general. And you know what, folks? It's going to spur me on even more. I'm going to keep on keeping on. So thank you to my loyal fan base out there on twitter.com.